So guys, I'm going to try this video in English. Basically my English is very weak, but let's try this video in English. So today our topic is like, if you want to really become an ethical hacker or any kind of hacker, there are many types of hacker, ethical and unethical, but I don't promote an unethical hacker at all. Okay? So if you want to become an ethical hacker, you need to learn some programming languages as well. Like if you are going to do bug bounty, so crops in which you learn cross-site scripting, your SQL injections. So to perform these things, you need to know some languages like PHP, because many websites use PHP. PHP is basically a backend language where we store, where we use databases. So you can gain access of database using MySQL injection. So today's we will learn PHP. Okay. So firstly, you have to go on Chrome, and I have a lot of accounts Gmail. So basically, I'll create a account. Let's put it name opportunity. मेरे my spelling is very weak, so in place of writing opportunity, I'll write saubhagya, because my opportunity, I don't know the spelling of opportunity. So the Hindi meaning of opportunity is saubhagya. So let's write saubhagya. Okay. So I don't know trending searches GTA 5. Okay. So you have to simply install VS Code in your computer. I hope you know what is VS Code. It is, and if you don't know, no need to worry. This is a code editor. It's IDE, and IDE you can write code here. You can simply write PHP code over here, and you can select your OS. Like my OS is Windows, so you have to click here on install. And these are Linux, like you are Kali Linux, so you will install Debian Ubuntu, and you can see other things too. And here is Mac OS, like you use Apple, so you can install this. So I use Windows, so I'll install this, but I've already installed this, so why I install? So let's more got it. And other thing you have to do is you have to install a XAMPP server. So you have to write XAMPP download, and here you have to do download XAMPP, and I think you won't see the screen. Okay. So here it is, like download 64-bit. You have to see your bit, which bit you are using, and this all are for Windows. Okay. And these are for Linux, and these are for, I mean, your Apple. So in case I'm not rich, so I'll install XAMPP, but I already have XAMPP server, so I won't install. You have to do nothing, just click on download and run the download file and go next. Your download file, I mean your XAMPP will be installed, and you have to do nothing. Okay. So once you have installed XAMPP, you have to search XAMPP. You will get XAMPP control panel. Okay. In XAMPP control panel, you have to click on Apache start. You have to start the Apache server as well as MySQL. So MySQL means structured query language. It's a structured query language. It's a type database. Okay. So our port 80 port number, which is HTTP, and 443, maybe it's HTTPS, and it's MySQL port. Okay. So our port is on. So what you have to do next? You have to go in file manager, then this PC, and here you can see local disk, whatever disk you have, but basically you will go to local disk C, and you will get a folder. It's XAMPP. When you will install XAMPP server, XAMPP, you will get a folder over here, XAMPP. So go in XAMPP, you will get a folder again in XAMPP folder, which is htdocs. Again you have to come here, and don't see here because I have already made many folders. So you have to create a folder over here, because you know what, you have to run the XAMPP code. So you can't directly run the XAMPP code like you run HTML, CSS, JavaScript in Chrome. You have to install externally a XAMPP server, and that XAMPP server run a PHP code for you. So in htdocs only you can run. So we can create a folder over here which name is Saubhagya, because Saubhagya course. So when you will install VS Code, you will get many options over here. You have to go in open with code. Keep remember, if you didn't click all the checkbox while installing your VS Code, you won't get this option open with code. So in that case you have to do nothing, just click over here and click cmd. You will come in command prompt with this folder. So you have to write code and space dot and enter, hit enter. As we will hit enter, we will come in this folder with VS Code. Okay, I hope you know something about VS Code, but don't worry, if you don't know about VS Code, you can check my video. I have made a video on VS Code. Okay, so okay, good. So here we are going to make a file. To make a file you can do three things, but I will only tell you two things because that will be complicated for you. Okay, so in this box is for create a file. Here you can create a file. Other thing you guys do is come in the blank option here and press 2 times your mouse, and you will directly can make a file. Like I'm going to make a index.php. Note it, you can write anything in the place of index. Like I'll write Adarsh, I'll write Saubhagya, I'll write Varun, Tarun. But after writing your name index, you have to click on, you have to just write .php. Remember, PHP extension is .php. You can't write anything else of this. So you have to write .php at last. Okay, so index.php. Now you have to do nothing. As you created index.php, you have to go, like we can write echo. Don't think what is echo, I'll explain later, but let's see. Echo, and here we will write like hello world. Okay, and you those who know PHP, they will say me, what are you doing others though? Where is the boilerplate? Like in PHP we write like this, PHP. Always remember, without these two boilerplate, your file is not going to run. So now what I have to do, I have to come on Chrome, and I think already Chrome, yes. And here you have to do nothing, just put your folder name. Like my folder name was Saubhagyavati Bhava. Okay, Saubhagya and slash and nothing here, localhost slash. Just you have to write this localhost slash. Just remember, before writing this, your Apache and MySQL server should be. In fact, we don't need right now MySQL server. When we'll go to run our database, then we'll need MySQL server. But now Apache is enough. So after enabling, okay, this is okay, your port is running here, you can write localhost slash Saubhagya and whatever your folder name is. Okay, so localhost slash Saubhagya, hit enter, and we can see we are getting hello world. And why we are getting hello world? Because we have put our folder in htdocs, where a folder is Saubhagya, where a file is index.php, where we have this code. Okay, let's see what happened. We will not write this PHP and directly run this. So see, we are getting echo hello.php, because this is directly running our this full code. I mean, this is not looking for PHP. This is directly writing all the things, whatever we will write. This will not consider it as code. When you will write that again, it will consider it as PHP code, and it will recognize that echo is a function of PHP and it is print function. Then it will not write echo, it will write only hello world. And basically, if you want to learn PHP, you should know little bit of HTML, at least 60% of HTML, because in PHP we write HTML, we embed HTML in PHP. Okay, so I hope you know HTML, hypertext markup language, but if you don't know, you can simply learn HTML. I have uploaded a video over it. So on that video is in Hindi, but if you will demand in comments that we need video in English, I'll make it in English. Okay. I hope you are understanding my English. If you are not understanding, namaste. So you know like what is echo. So echo is nothing. If you want to print anything in your browser, in your code, then you have to just write echo hello world. Okay. So now you will say, okay, echo hello world. What if you want to print anything else? Okay, you have to write again echo, like I have to print Saubhagya, and see here it is Saubhagya. But if you will say, I know you will say that we have a write Saubhagya in another line and hello world in another line. So why we are getting here in same line? So there is a reason that PHP do not think that in PHP interpreter, I am talking about PHP, that it not consider your lines, it consider your break statements. So I know in, if you know in HTML that BR, this is a break tag. I don't know why it is not. It is a break tag. So it will give you a break. But what is this? We are getting a syntax error, unexpected token. What is this? So it is because we didn't write in this quotes, single quote, double quote, triple quote. We can write in only quotes. And you were thinking that why we are writing these quotes. So I'll explain it. Wait. So here you can see hello world. So Bhagya is in another lines. So now let's understand it from 0 to 0. Okay. So in PHP or in any other languages, like echo is your function. PHP know this. Okay, echo is a function. You have right over here, but you can't write anything else. Like I want to print echo others. So if I write echo others, it will give me an error, fatal error. It is saying what that echo. I understand what is echo. Echo is a function, but what is others here? I don't know what is others. What is others? Tell me. So you have to tell them the code that others is my own word. You have to print others. So to do so, we write single quote string. So it will also understand others. If you will write here double quote string, it will also understand others. I don't know about triple quote string working in this. I think it not work here. It's work in only your Python programming language. So it understands single quote and double quote string. So the PHP now think, oh, okay, others was, you didn't tell me others was your word, you wanted to print this others. Otherwise it would think that what is others, I don't know what is others, what to do with this others. Okay, so and now you have to do nothing, and I want to tell you that you know semicolon, when you end a word in your English, you know English, so like I am writing I am an honest man. Okay, so at last we do click I'm sorry, it's computer language. At last we write in, after completing every sentence, a full stop. Okay, so in coding you have to if you have to tell them your code that here my line is end, you have to write semicolon. It means echo others line ends. Okay, what if we will not write this semicolon and we want to print another line? Okay, so you will get an error. Okay, syntax error. So why you are getting syntax error? Because where is your line complete? You have to just wrote that echo others and another line in echo others, but where line ends? I mean PHP is confused that where is line ending. So to tell them you have to just write semicolon. Now your line is end, and it will understand, oh, I got it, here is line end. But still it will not give you spaces. I mean another line, it will write in others. So to get a different line, new line, you can write like this BR. This is a break code. It will break the line. Okay, and you will get all the things from next line. You can write also like this. Okay, it's a good practice. And okay, you understand what is the print function. If you want to print, I'll also write down a comment. If you, what is comment? First let's understand this. Like we want to write something, okay, in our code. In future if we are coming to our code and we want to know that why we wrote this code, so we will write a comment. to make us understand, not the code understand. So like I want to write echo Adarsh. So in future I want to tell myself that this code was just for fun. This code was just for fun. Okay, and if we'll save this and run this, so we'll get an error. So actually we know that this code is this line is for ourselves, but code thinking that this code is for me. So what code will understand? Because this is actually not a code. So we use comments, like you have to click control on your keyboard, control plus /. This will be comment, and code will understand, okay, this is your comment, I don't have to do with this anything. So this will skip this line, and this won't run this line, and then you will not get any error. Okay, so I hope you now know the what is comments, and I'll write simply, this is my comment. So now you know this, what is comments. Good. Now let's understand what is data types. Okay, data types. To know the data type, first let's understand what is variable, because we can understand better if you know variable. So you know, let me think. Okay, I hope you know this water bottle. Is water bottle clear? I think. Let's see. Okay, this is water bottle, like you can see. So I have stored water in this bottle. Okay, in this bottle my water is stored. So this is a container for my water. So what I can call, this is my variable, and my value is this water inside. My value is water which is inside the bottle, but my variable is this container. So simple. Let's understand. We want to just like we in maths we learn x is equal to find x. Like my brain was became hell when teacher say me find the value of x. Like why I'll find your value of your x? You can find yourself. So you just need to do nothing. Like write x is equal to, and like we want to store my name in x. Sorry. X. Who is this x? Okay, let's write Randhir. So Randhir is the x of someone. Okay, and you will say why we are getting this error here. We shouldn't get any error. So now I'm giving you chance 10 seconds. Now tell me what is the error here, why we are getting this error. So I'm going to teach you a new thing. You can use ChatGPT, which is an AI tool, ChatGPT on. And you have to learn ChatGPT and other AI tools, because it helps you a lot. Where is this? Okay. I think here it is OpenAI or ChatGPT. It is also not here. Oh, ChatGPT.com. I hope this would be the correct. Okay, this is correct. So now I will ask why we are getting an error, and it will tell us just why we are getting error. So I'll say how you can use. Let me tell you. You just tell him, her. I don't know. ChatGPT is male or female or trans. You can understand. Okay. So I'll ask him why I am getting an error, and I'll give this code. I'll paste the code, and it will tell me that why we are getting the error. So it is telling me that you are getting error. Now read this. Let's read this. The error in a PHP code is likely due to incorrect way of assigning a value in a variable. It means you are assigning a value in a variable, but it is the wrong way. And why we are getting this wrong way? Because I know, but I wanted to make you understand that you can use ChatGPT for finding some solutions. Okay, so you have to write dollar before every variable. You have to write dollar, and now we are not getting any error. Okay, and our code will run without any error. There is no any error. And what if we would not write dollar, we would get an error, unexpected token. Now we would not get unexpected token. So I think I can also comment this others, and we are not getting anything because we have just assigned a value in a variable. What is value? Randir. And variable x. So x is container, like my water bottle was container and my water was value. So here x is container and value is Randir. So now I will write echo and I will say the value of x is, and now what I will write, dollar $x. Here dollar, if you want to print your dollar, I mean your a value in a variable, you can write that variable name and PHP will consider the value in place of variable. So it won't give you the value of your, it won't write just x, it will give you value of the variable in place of your variable. Are you getting my points? Now what I will get, your value of x is Randir. So see, your value of the x is Randir. And what would be if you would not write here the dollar, then we would get the value of x is x, because PHP, how PHP would know that you are writing variable here? So you have to write dollar, and now PHP is saying the value of x is Randir. So it was very easy. Now you understand what is variable. Okay, so now let's come on the data types. Okay, data types is a very important concept. So let me tell you, first let's ask PHP, give me all data types in PHP, give me all data types in PHP with an example. So I am making my work easy, so video will not go very long. Okay, it is giving me. So let's copy it. Age 30, price is equal to here. Okay, this I will also copy this. I'll also copy this. I'll also copy this. Okay. Let's forget object because it would be very difficult thing to understand you right now. Also leave it. Okay, this is enough. So right now let's understand what is data types. We will comment here what is data types. Okay, so here we have assigned a variable which is age, because dollar age is equal to 30, means dollar age is your variable and your value is 30. So simply, what if we will write echo dollar age? So you will say, what are you doing, bro? I know you just told me that we will get the age. So here we are getting 30. But what if I would write var dump and here dollar age? Now you'll say, what is this var dump? You didn't even you didn't even tell me what is this var dump. So var dump is an inbuilt function of PHP which tell you your data types. So I will get data types of my age. Let's see. I'll simply run it and you are getting int. So what is int? You will say, what is int? So let's write here. We get int. Int is int means integer. I hope you know integer, like your value minus plus 0, whatever you are getting. Like you remember the mathematics you have learned, minus 2, minus 3, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Those all are integer. Okay. So now you understand what is var dump. Var dump tell you the data type. So the data type of my age is what? Integer. Because we have stored 30. 30 is an integer. So you now know what is age, what is var dump. So now let's see price. So I want you to guess what is the value of, what is the data types of price. It is 19.99. So you will say integer, right? But let me tell you, it is not an integer. And why it is not integer? Because it is in decimal. And I hope we will get what, wait, 17 line number. Okay, actually why we are getting this error? See, here we have wrote that random $h, but in our code there is nowhere $h. So you will say here it is $h, but actually I have comment down $h, so our code will not understand any comment. Actually code don't even read your like your comments. Okay, so it will ignore your comments. So we have no $a, so we will get this error. But when we will write price, we won't get any error and we will get float. So remember, always remember, float is your decimal data types. I hope my decimal spelling is correct, but if it is not correct, you can suggest me in comments. Okay, so now I want you to guess what is the data types of this, because this is name is equal to Jomde. So in place of this I'll write Saubhagya, because our course is this Saubhagya, because you are getting a Saubhagya, an opportunity from me to learn this PHP in cybersecurity, because many people don't even tell you. So let's see what is the data types of it. Here I'll write random, and in place of price now our variable is name. So let's see, and congratulations, your data type is string. And what is getting this 9? You will say, what is this 9? So let's count with me. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So we have 9 characters. So we are getting 9 and plus Saubhagya, and it is string. What it is? String. So whatever we write in single quote, double quote, we consider it as a string. Okay, and code also consider. So we will write here, we get string. String means your defined words. Okay, we will write here, it was float. Float means, and it is string means. Okay, so now you will say here, let me comment it. Now is active is equal to true. Okay, leave it. We won't write is active. We'll write ma kasam. So kasam is equal to true. Like you will say kasam say. Those Indian only know what is kasam. So if you are not from India, don't think about it. Okay, so kasam is equal to true. So like I have, how can I say? Not I won't say. I'll use did you play? Play. If he played, so it would be true, and if he didn't play, then it would be false. So I'll write simply random of did you play. Did. So any guesses on what we would get? Did you play? We will get boolean, and this is bool true. So because did you play is equal to true, we have assigned it as true. Here we are getting true, and what is it? Boolean. Boolean means true and false. Simply true or false. Either the thing will be true or false. Simple. So we have assigned true. If you would assign false, we would get false, bool false. And what if you write this like this? So you will get error. And why error? Because I already told you, either your boolean can be true or false. True or false. It is a data type. Okay. So now you won't get any error, and we have played. So did you play is equal to true? Yes, we have played. So now caller. uh, color is array. Color is an array. So what is mean by array? So let me tell you. Can we take help of ChatGPT? Yes. But let me tell you before. Whenever we store multiple data, multiple value in a single variable, like we don't use only one variable, one value. Like again, is it possible in this bottle we can store water, melon, and what we say milk, everything, like multiple thing in this bottle? I think it is possible, but melon it is not possible. Only your milk and water is possible, but it has some limitations, and we can store, but it would be useless because then you can't even drink this. But now I can drink this because I have only water in this, and it is good practice. So now let's understand. Okay, so what is, okay, actually PHP, this has, we know here, see, array holds multiple value in an ordered list. Ordered list, which means your list is in order. It's a variable which name is color, and your color is red, green, blue. So what if we would write var dump and colors actually, and so see, you are getting array 3 because what, we have three different values. First value is red, second is green, and third is blue. So you are getting first red, second green, and third blue. Wait, what is this 1, 5, and see, let me tell you, string is equal to 3 means in your red is the string, and the characters in the red is 3, 1, 2, 3, and then here it is your green, GREEN. So here you have 5 characters, and in your blue here is 4 characters. Okay, and you will say, what is this 0, 1, 2? So let me tell you, in programming your index number start with 0. Your index number never start with 1 or 2. Okay, your index number start with 0. So red is 0, green is 1, and blue is 2. I hope you know and you can learn. Okay? So now let's understand this. So you will say, what is this now? So let's also var dump this, var dump, and we will write numbers. Actually we have multiple numbers, so we have our numbers. So it is also an array. So you will say, what are the difference between these two? These two are also array. Let's comment on. Ignore this. He is my friend. I was just blackmailing him, nothing else. Okay. So we can write echo, and same we will use break statement. So here we have got a different, both are actually an array, but the thing is we can write in different way. So we can tell the help, take the help of ChatGPT. What is this? And now you can ask, what are the difference between these two? And now you have to understand from here. In PHP both, listen, array function and it is shorthand function. So PHP 5.4, actually the version was PHP 5.4, in which we can write simply like this. So nothing, both are same actually, but the syntax become easy. And now don't ask me what is syntax. Okay, let me tell you what is the syntax. So the color, $color, and the way you are writing simply, it's syntax called. And like if I'll change here and if I run this, I'll get error. So you will get error. Okay, but let me write. So here you're getting syntax error actually. So what is syntax error? Syntax error means whenever you write wrong code actually, so you get syntax error. But now if I write dollar variable, we are not getting syntax error, everything is fine. So I hope you understand. So last, let's understand var null. So what it means, let's var echo var why we are not getting this. Okay, where, so can you guess what data types we are going to get, because here it is null. So let's see, it is null. If data type is actually null, and there is also a different thing which is undefined. Oh, I think it's not in your PHP. Undefined. So in JavaScript we will get var undefined. Okay, so in PHP maybe it's not there. So now you know what is the data types. Okay, so I'll write here variables data types .php. So this file name is variable data types.php. Now you understand well what is these two. So now you'll say what happened, where are your file. So actually whenever you write index.php, now see, index what means, your index means your first page. So PHP by default run your index page if you have index page. So now I have index page, and now PHP will directly let me go on index page. So now what else I can tell you about. Okay, in next video I will tell you more about PHP. I hope now you understand the print function, variables, and your data types in PHP. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you think that this video was helpful, you can like this video and you can write some Tariq Farah, appreciation in comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let's meet in next video.